walking down this dusty road so long. My feet are tired, my faith ain't quite as strong. The mountains that I'm climbing seem to touch the sky, and I keep asking Jesus, how much longer, why? But somewhere in the struggle, somewhere in the fight, when the darkness feels too heavy and I can't see the light, I hear a whisper saying, child, just hold on tight. At some point along the way, God will be there. At some point along the way, when you can't go on, at some point along the way, when your strength is gone, He'll meet you in the middle of your longest night. At some point along the way, God will make it right. You may not see Him coming, may not know the day, but at some point along the way, God will be there. Yeah, at some point along the way. I've learned that faith ain't always feeling what you pray. Sometimes it's putting one foot down and walking anyway. When the promise seems so distant and the road's too rough, trusting that His grace will always be enough. He may not come when you want Him, that's the honest truth, but He's never once been late, got nothing left to prove. So when you're in that valley and you're all alone, remember God shows up, He's never left His throne. At some point along the way, when you can't go on, at some point along the way, when your strength is gone, He'll meet you in the middle of your longest night. At some point along the way, God will make it right. You may not see Him coming, may not know the day, but at some point along the way, God will be there. Yeah, at some point along the way. I think about the moments when I almost gave up hope, when I was hanging by a thread at the end of my rope. But every single time, right when I needed Him most, He showed up in the 11th hour. That's how this story goes. He parted the seas for Moses when there was no way out, fed Elijah by the ravens when he was filled with doubt, shut the mouths of lions, brought water from a stone. At some point along the way, God showed He's never left His own. He may let you walk through fire, but you won't burn. He may let you face the giant, but the tide will turn. He's teaching you to trust Him when you cannot see that at some point along the way, He'll set you free. In the waiting, in the wondering, in the not yet time, when you're barely holding on and losing your mind, just remember every saint who's walked this road before found God was always faithful, always opened up the door. some point along the way. So if you're in that valley right now, feeling all alone, let me tell you what I know, what this life has shown. He's closer than you think he is. He hears every prayer. At some point along the way, God will be there. At some point along the way. So if you're in that valley right now, feeling all alone, let me tell you what I know, what this life has shown. The mountains that I'm climbing seem to touch